This is nuts. Hey guys, welcome back to the Emlyn in the Mix show. We're checking out the brand new plugin from Sugarbytes, and I'm super excited to show this one off because it is an absolute hell lot of fun. There's heaps of modulation, heaps of cool things going on. You can completely redesign your sound. It is of course Transfigure from Sugarbytes. Yeah, let's check it out. What is Transfigure? Transfigure is your creative partner in sound. With just a few clicks, it turns any track into a living, breathing sonic landscape full of depth, motion, and emotion. Its clean, intuitive interface makes complex processes feel effortless. Whether you're refining details or creating entirely new textures, Transfigure gives you the freedom to shape sound your way. The central XY pad allows for simultaneous parameter control and expressive automation, perfect for performative sound design and evolving textures. So here we are on the website and checking out the GUI here. So we can see here in this picture of the GUI, at the top here, you have the bands, which is the frequency where the sound is actually getting triggered. And underneath that, you'll have the envelope filler and the trigger, which has a threshold. So you can essentially push in certain frequencies that will actually trigger whether it's going into this spectral or resynthesis engine down here. And in this GUI snapshot here, it is actually on the resynthesis engine. Over here, you have a bunch of modulation as well, which you can feed the trigger through and into the resynthesis here. It's actually a really smart layout and smart design on the plugin. And then all of this can be fed through this XY pad, which gives you that performative feel as you move around the XY. And yeah, some of the key features are spectral manipulation, harmonizing sound, easy control of complex effects setups with the XY pad, complete redesign of your sound, multiple effects, modulation, vinyl, filter, and looping, and you can freeze your sound, and complex modulation possibilities. Key idea, Transfigure isn't just another multi-effect, it's a sound design tool that creates something entirely new and unrelated to your original audio. With the powerful modulation and XY pad, you can intuitively shape sound in truly creative ways. Subtle tweaks, glitchy mayhem, Transfigure is your playground. So the spectral engine lets you manipulate sound in the frequency domain, unlocking a variety of unique effects by isolating specific frequencies. You can freeze your sound in place, delaying different frequency bands individually produces stunning, evolving results. And the resynthesis engine analyzes your input signal to detect which pitches are present. It then uses this information to generate new audio with its own internal sound engine. The results can be close to the original or completely transformed. And you got some generic effects down the bottom. Anyway, I won't bore you with all of the specifics. There are some great video tutorials over on Sugarbytes. I'll have a link for it down below if you do want to go check those out. But in the meantime, if you just want to watch me mucking around with this plugin, you've come to the right place. Now, just quickly, guys, I just want to say, if you haven't already checked us out, we are on Spotify. Emlyn in the Mix can be taken on the go, whether it's on your jet skis, on your private yacht, or you're climbing the Alps. I'll be there for you in your headphones. Just check out your favorite podcast platform and I'll be there. Just search Emlyn in the Mix and you'll have us in your headphones. So let's jump over to Ableton Live, where I've got a little session, little ditty set up here, and we'll kick us off. I've got this, what have I got on here? I think I've just got a little 80s sort of drum loop going. So it's perfect for this, right? So now let's pop in a Transfigure. Now let's pull up the GUI. All right, so straight away, the GUI looks fantastic. I'm just gonna bring it over to Ableton Live so we can see it together. Straight away, off the bat, love the GUI. Looks very beautiful. Here we've got a default, open preset when you open the actual plugin. And there's already some spectral action going on because the threshold's completely low on the trigger. I can pull that threshold up. And actually it's only going on the bottom end of the frequency band here, so we could have it on something higher. Increase the decay. And you can have a delay so it's doing different stuff. We can also pull the dry and wet mix down here. So you can see I've done absolutely nothing. I've just opened up the default preset and straight away having some fun with it. But I think for the sake of this video, we're going to check out the presets. Transfigure has a whole heap of really fun presets. You got your categories here on the left, like subtle, intense, glitch, spectral, resynthesis, and you can save your own and favorites here as well. But we'll start off with subtle and let's just have a listen to this. You can actually, it's really cool. In the preset loader here, you can actually play with the XY here to get an idea of how this is going to sound on your particular sound that you're manipulating. So without even looking at the GUI, I can do it here. But if we jump back over, we can see exactly what's going on in the GUI here. So right now we're using the spectral engine, but we can jump over to the resynthesis engine. We're going to get a completely different result on the XY. Look at all the modulation going on down here when we get this loop going. Look at the modulation on the FX capture. Look at this. Let's check out another preset. This is just too much fun. Here we've got a really good use of the resynthesis engine used on a beat as I'm doing here, and it sounds really interesting. Have a listen to this. So I'm just playing with the waveform here to get that real synthesy sort of sound. And aptly named. The preset is called ARP. Very cool indeed. We'll do a couple more on the beats and then we'll try some different instruments and see how it sounds. So you've got a filter here actually in the spectral engine. You've got a filter just in the middle here and you can see the graphic or the GUI actually playing with the sound, which is really cool. But I should be able to crease that filter out. It's like a low pass filter. There we go. That's more low passy. Alright, we'll try another one. Oh my gosh. Who's that would be rolling in their grave? I love it on the resynthesis engine. You can play with the filter as well. All right, super fun indeed. I reckon I've got a bassline here. We try Transfigure just to mix it up on a different instrument. Just see how it sounds. So I got this bassline here. Super 80s. I'm not going to let you guess what track I was working on with this, but let's have some fun and we'll just choose another preset here. Wow, loud. There's little vowel sort of wows going as well, and bytes and crunches and repeats. It's really cool. Actually, the name I was thinking of before with the previous preset with the drums and the spectral engine going was Aphex Twin, of course. It just didn't come out. But yeah, Aphex Twin, and I don't know why I said he'll be rolling in his grave. He's still alive. Actually, he'd be very excited about this plugin, I think. Personally, maybe not. Maybe it's too like user-friendly or something like that for someone, a genius musician like that. I digress. Let's keep going on along here with the presets. Oh, I love that vowel crushing sort of sound. It's amazing. You can change the actual frequency graphic GUI down here as well. So you can see sort of like how it's affecting your sound when you play with the parameters and so forth. Change the frequency or shift it up. Increase the gap. Oh, it's just nuts. This is too much fun. All right. Actually, I want to try this. This is, let me just pop this down for a sec. I want to try this back on our drums. Yeah, these sound Aphex Twin to me. Wow, listen to that. It's even got like a little, creating like a little bass line. All right, so I think we're still in the subtle band, if you can believe it, because none of these presets to me sound subtle whatsoever. I'm kind of scared of checking out intense, but we'll just have a quick look at one of the intense ones just to get an idea of where they're going with intense. Yeah, that's pretty damn intense. Can't even hear the beat anymore. Okay, so they went to town in the intense category, intense categories of the presets. So I guess if you just really want to mangle your sound, you just come over to these intense categories and you're going to be covered. This is nuts. I actually like this song. This is great. Last one, I promise. Unreal. So that's the intense category. We do have a glitch category as well. God knows what's going to happen here. I mean, again, we can just check it through the preset finder here or the preset browser. So it's totally changed my beat. Glitch me. You're covered. If you're into glitch music, you're covered. Kick looper. Looperus. Wow, they've come up with some really creative presets here, guys. This is a lot of fun. I'm just curious. I want to check out resynthesis. I think we've checked out enough of the spectral. We get the idea of the spectral engine. Let's check out resynthesis and what we've got to offer here. All right, you're going to get some crazy results. just make a completely new song out of a drum beat. Like, it's crazy. That is really creative, actually. So as I slide around the XY pad, we're getting sort of a different transition on the chord, and you're kind of creating music on the fly. Like, well done. I'm gonna have to leave the video there, but well done to Sugarbytes on this plugin. This has got to be one of their most funnest, performative based plugins. I've always been a big fan of Sugarbytes, and they've always looked after us here on the Emlyn in the Mix show. But I have to say, this is definitely one of their best performance based plugins I've ever used to date, and it is a blast, absolute blast. Even if you don't know what's going on, even if you don't know what all the parameters are doing, it doesn't matter, because you can just tweak parameters, get crazy results, or you can just go to the presets and just have an absolute ball. I hope you enjoyed this video here today. Make sure to leave a like on the way out if you haven't already. And if you like videos like this, then you're gonna love the Emlyn in the Mix YouTube channel. Make sure to hit subscribe on the way out as well if you did enjoy this video here today. We cover all things music technology, software and hardware wise, and occasionally I get my hands on some really cool hardware, so you definitely don't want to miss those videos. But again, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you had fun on the show here today, and until next time, create something amazing, get into the studio, have some fun, and we'll see you on the flip side. Peace out. Bye.